Hello everyone and welcome back to Crypto Atlas. In today's video, I'm going to talk about CVC as well as OXT. This is Civic and Orchid for the cryptocurrencies. This is going to be actually a pretty quick video because honestly, I couldn't really find much news going on for either one of these cryptos. I think it's just one of those days where they're having a really good push in the market, and we're going to go over and do some of the technical analysis. So if you guys are new to the channel, just so you know, I do cover other things as well. I have a separate video. I'm talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum, news going on with that, as well as the technical analysis there. And I'm also doing things with the stock market, and I might start delving into some other elements of like the financial industry space as well. I'm not a financial advisor. Hopefully you guys still have fun while you're here and you find some valuable information. If you're new, do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up like button as well. Let's try and get this video to at least 100 likes. Show some love for your fellow crypto enthusiasts, guys. Oh man, it's been a fun day today. The last couple days have been good. And click the bell icon, guys, so you know whenever we have a new video. All right, so you guys can actually see Bitcoin's been steadily rising up over here. It's over $55,000, pushing to $55,700. It just hit it. $55,700 on the daily already. I know you guys aren't here for Bitcoin, but man, oh man, with its move, we're seeing reflections that are going to, no pun intended, ripple. Yeah, I just did that. Into the other market spaces. Especially, we want to keep an eye on what's going on with Ethereum because a lot of the cryptos are being built off of Ethereum itself. So just real quick, let's go ahead and hop over and see what's going on with Ethereum. Is the Ethereum pulling down a little bit? Yeah, kind of. It's pretty quiet at the moment. So we're looking at CVC. All right, we head back over to the CVC side. And we have right here, it's actually looking like a symmetrical triangle, okay? So off of this pattern formation, we're leaning a little bit more towards the upward trajectory position right here, more than likely going to push out on a bullish trend. I do have a little bit of caution though, guys, because of this big candle that we see right here from the previous day. Some volume did increase. Okay, sure. We also saw 4 days of green leading up to that as well. But this could be a pump and dump type situation. When you have lower market caps, that actually makes it more prone to pump and dump type situations. Why? Because they're more easily manipulated, right? You can make a price shift much more easily with less amount of money required to do so, as to say compared to something like Bitcoin you're trying to get to move. So be a little bit cautious with that. I'm still leaning on the bullish side as of the moment, right? We have some indicators that we need to be cautious of. So as this pulls down, let's go ahead and talk about the negative side first. If it goes down, we do have support at 40 cents. Further level drop down below that, it's basically still right around the same range, 0.3933. Those two lines are coinciding between the 21 MA and on the Fibonacci sequence for the 0.5. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Geez. Okay, and then we're showing a lot of support really going on right down here off of the Fibonacci, and that is going to be at 32 cents, 0.3219, and a significant drop would pull us all the way down the red zone. We don't really need to worry about that at the moment unless it's just some crazy chaotic day, and that's going to be at 23 cents, okay? So as it is right now, we need to get back up above, and then this can be shown as a level of support. So it technically broke through that level of support, which isn't great, but it's looking more like a level of, we got to break through it now as a level of resistance, but it's looking more strongly as a level of support. Okay, so that is at 46 cents, 0.4668. Blah, I'm trying to say the words. I want them to come out of my mouth and on to the microphone. Got to clean my microphone. 0.4668 is where we're looking at right now as of the time I'm recording this video. If we can break above that, then we do have resistance also established at 48 cents or 0.4850. Further level up above that, that's going to be at 57 cents or 0.5711, right? Getting even above that, all right, we're looking really good. We're going into the Matthew McConaughey zone, and that's going to be up at 70 cents right there. If we break 70 cents, guess what? We got a big wide range opening right there trying to push back over towards the dollar. When I say push back, I mean just trying to get there the first time ever. We haven't had that happen before, right? So overall, I would say things are looking pretty good. This is having some pullback right now. The RSI is suggesting it is being a little bit high. It's on the verge of being something overbought. but nothing too much to worry about with that right there. Technical radars are suggesting on the buy side, kind of leaning a little bit towards the neutral as well. If this does close out on the daily in a negative side, it's looking more than likely that we're going to be roughly around the 50% to potentially a full-on correction. So a lower zone around that 41-cent range that I was kind of talking about here. You know, we got like that 39 bounce off of, but a daily candle closure, we see these pump and dump types of situations here. Pump up, came down, closed out, nearly the same kind of position right there. You guys can see these inverse positions going on back and forth with this stuff. So again, you can see here as well, and then same kind of thing. So it has a stereotypical kind of pump and dump type of situation. If this drops down a little bit too much lower here, I would look about halfway down this, around 44 cents. Then it's looking not so great. It might have a further drop down below, okay? But if it bounces off of that zone, then things are still looking really good, guys. And again, we're very close towards the upwards trend. So as of the moment, I'm still looking bullish on this. Overall, you take a look at where it's at right now at 45 cents, with 70 cents being the previous all-time high on this, right? I think that was the all-time high. I'm looking at this on the Coinbase side. We still got a ton of room to be able to grow. So you got plenty of space to make a move if you guys want to. And let's even take a look at it one step further, right? From where we're currently at, if we push all the way back up towards that 70-cent range, that's going to be a 45% increase. That's even if you got in right, well, actually, sorry, let me go ahead and pull this down a little bit more. There we go. That's where we're at right now. That would be a 53% increase. That's even better. Hey, let's go, right? So it's looking pretty darn good as far as for where it can go. Even if it's looking like a little bit more of a long-term hold, this does seem very reasonable, guys. I'm not saying for sure it's going to go there because you never know for sure with these things, but it looks very probable, and this is looking like a good held position. Okay, now let me go ahead and get this saved, and we're going to head over to Orchid. And what's going on with Orchid? Well, Orchid had another daily candle closure above the 21 EMA, which is absolutely great. And it's looking like here, when we zoom in on this really, really close on the daily, it's more or less on the line, but it's basically above the line. This is kind of an unusual angle to look at. So I would say it closed above. So we got 1 day candle closure above the 21 EMA, 2 days, 3 days, looking like a strong trend position, suggesting a further continuation of this on the upwards trend, more than likely, right? We always talk about the probability. So it's leaning more percentage-wise this direction than percentage-wise on the other side. I hope that makes it a lot more clear for you guys. I can't say definitively, yeah, this is going up, because then guess what? Some bad news comes out, Ethereum takes a hit, something else happens, and this ends up dropping. You're just like, whoa, but Atlas said that it's for sure going up. He lied. He doesn't know what he's talking about. It's based on percentages. Higher percentage chance right now. We have 3 instances for a trend. So that signifies a strong level trend. And we are more than likely going to see today close out for Orchid, at least, in the green zone. The fact that we broke above this Fibonacci sequence level at 58 cents is another really good sign. The next major zone that we're going to be seeing as we have a further continuation up is going to be at 68 cents. Past 68 cents, then we've got 80 cents. 80 cents to 82 cents on the Fibonacci. And then, guys, we're all the way back towards that $1 previous all-time high, right? Been making this journey quite a bit. It had a crazy push up, cascading down. This was a rough time with Bitcoin just when this was getting announced on these different exchanges. Plus, Orchid was doing a lot of token releases at the time. Their SAFT stuff, you know, the token early investors, all that kinds of stuff. So that's basically all settled down, right? It's way, way slower at this point. So that means that we don't have crazy flooding of more circulating supply. Great. And then we have also got new formats in which you can be able to stake things. So like, for example, I have Orchid staked through Gemini. That gives me a return interest APY and also helps everyone else out because now it's taken out of circulating supply, right? So this is looking very, very good. If this decides it wants to go down, though, where do we need to look? So on the 21 EMA, that's going to be at 51 cents or 0.5156. That's basically right where we're seeing for that level of resistance as well. They're very close. Slightly below that would be 0.5076. Another drop down below that, we would see it 48 cents or 0.4837. And again, this is also very close with the Fibonacci sequence right here, 48 cents. So you got some associations with the 21 EMA and the top level of resistance now formed as support, and the previous level of support within this triangle pattern that coincides with the Fibonacci sequence on the 0.382. Further drop would be all the way down to 45 cents. But right now we're holding off really well. It's looking good. The technical radar is suggesting buy. The RSI is slightly above the median zone. It's not in overbought territory. Like, this has some room to grow for sure. You see this consolidated phase, and then it makes a breakout. Consolidated phase, and it made a breakout. This one, it actually dropped down. But that's the typical history with this. You see this large rectangle section I have right here, consolidated phase for a while, then starts to make its move down. Consolidates kind of down here, came back up, consolidated, went back into the previous consolidated zone, then held down here, and then this technically just extended all the way over to here. So that was a really long period range between those. I mean, 26 cents all the way up to 33 cents respectively, and then it started to make its move. This is looking really good, guys. Even if it decides it wants to close out here pretty soon on the next day or so, this is also starting to look a little bit like a cup and handle pattern. We were starting to see that here, and it didn't end up playing out. It dropped down too far, but there could be another potential formation of a cup and handle pattern like this before it decides it wants to have that range breakout. So things are overall looking very good for Orchid, and I'm leaning bullish on this. I'm not a financial advisor, but hopefully this was helpful for you guys. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe. Hit the thumbs up like button as well. Let's try and get this video to at least 100 likes. Click on the bell icon so you know whenever we have a new video, and you guys can stay up to date with all the latest goodies. I was saying goodness and goodies kind of slurred together. And yeah, drop a comment if you guys want to say hi, if you want to let me know what you guys thought about the stuff today. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being a part of this community. If you want to check me out on Twitter, I'm at AtlasOfficialTV. I got some referral stuff in the description as well for Coinbase referral link, BlockFi. I've got Webull. I got Robinhood. You guys want to use all that stuff. And also, I have my own art piece, an NFT. I officially have it listed up for sale. Don't worry, you don't have to spend 548 Ethereum if you don't want to buy this. You can put a bid on it, but hey, if you feel that this looks valuable enough, I've got all the description of the mathematics that I use to actually make this art piece. It's a crypto inspired art piece. Put a lot of work into it. You guys can read it through there. The link will be in the description. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next episode.